To create a relationship with another module from the module we just created, you want to go back to your admin panel. So just go over here and go to admin. Wait for it to load. Scroll down to where you went before, which was module builder, and then click the module that we just created, which was tutorial. And we'll click on the package inside of there called tutorial. And then if we go into the module we created inside of our module builder, it says view relationships, so you want to click on that, and that loads relationships and brings up this page. And then we want to make a relationship with another module, and if we wait long enough, then it will show up. So here's a primary module, and then we can just do one-to-one. Let's do that. That's simpler. And then we click the related module, and let's go ahead and click accounts, just because that would be fun. So what this means is that for every one tutorial there should be one account, and for every one account there should be one tutorial. If I did something like this would mean that for every one tutorial there are many accounts associated with that, but for every account there is only one tutorial. So this tutorial could be linked to several different accounts. And then many to one, so many different tutorials could be linked to one separate account, so that's kind of flip-flop. And then many to many, meaning many tutorials to many accounts. Many to many being the most complicated one, just because of all the different combinations that could be created. So we're going to go ahead and create this one, and before I do, I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of what the database looks like before I do that. So I'm going to open up MySQL Workbench, and I'm going to connect to my local instance, which I believe is running on this port. And then this will open and also bring up this suiteCRM table that I just created. Or this was here when we installed the software. This database was created. If it wasn't created, then you just go in here and you create the database with your name, and then you put the database name inside of the installation field. So what I wanted to show you inside of here is all these tables exist, and we should have one for tutorial somewhere. Probably says like JMP or something right here. So we made it auditable, which means that we also have an audit table. And let's go ahead and just select all from each table. So select star from JP123 tutorial, and then we'll do another select from JP123 tutorial audit. Let's just see what those are. Okay. And there's nothing in the table as expected, because we didn't create anything, and there should be nothing in this table, but you can see the field names are exactly the ones that we have on the screen, except for deleted, which obviously wouldn't be shown, because if it's deleted, it's not going to be shown. I mean, it'd be deleted. How could you show a deleted field? What would be the point? And then this is tutorial audit, so then you get the field name, and then the data type it is, and then before and after, and before text and after value text. So that's what this table originally. When we create the relationship, a new row is going to be, or sorry, a new column is either going to be added to this table to represent the parent ID of the account that's going to be linked to, or it's going to have a new table that builds a relationship between the tutorial table and the accounts table. So let's go ahead and do that, and then you'll probably understand what I'm trying to explain to you then when you see it visually. So here's the relationship we just made. So that looks good. We may have to build and deploy this. So I'm going to save. Okay. Oops. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to click back on my package tutorial, and then this should deploy. Okay. So this should execute some SQL to create the new relationship between tutorial module and accounts module. So hopefully we can see that in a bit. Okay, it looks like it did complete. Might be still working though. Okay, that looked like that worked. Go ahead and refresh this. And here we have our new table that just magically appeared. So let's find out what this table looks like. So this has the ID of the record and the thing, the date modified, infos, this relationship has been deleted, and then you can see that we have, I'm not sure if you guys can read that, it's kind of cut off the text a little bit, but this is the tutorial record ID, and then this is the account ID that it's linked to. So this, by using this relationship table, you're able to relate tutorials to accounts. And this is the way that is done in suiteCRM and also suiteCRM. So now looking at this, if I were to go to our new tutorial module, and we can just create a record here, and we should be able to assign this to an account. So here's the account that we need to link it to, so we can search for the account that we actually want, and then we can search for it by name, or we can search by it by industry. Go ahead and click search, and then we click one, and then it puts it in there. You can click save, and then it will do that. And then once we go over here and then we click this and then we run this again, we can see there's a brand new record. Here's the tutorial record ID and then the accounts ID. And if we go to here, we can also see that this is the new record that we just created. You can see the account isn't listed here because it's listed in the accounts table. So the way that you would get that is you would just do select all from JP123 and if we wanted all the information, tutorial and the account, this is the way you would do it. This is one way anyway. Give that an alias and then inner join that with JP123. And then we need the tutorial ID, and then inner join that with the accounts table, and then get the accounts ID, and then that should produce all the information about the account and also the tutorial that we wanted. So here's the tutorial information from that table, and then here's all the account information that we wanted. Also information from the relationship table. Let's say we wanted to do that inner join, but we only wanted it from one table. You could just do the alias dot star, or you could specify specifically which ones you wanted. And this is just the tutorials table, and you can go on like that. So very interesting things. Hope we learned something. Thank you for watching.